That jolt of alarming job numbers spells trouble for people in our area out of work and businesses waiting to grow.
In Maine, more than 300 manufacturing jobs could be on the line.
Money is at the core of this informational picket on Seattle's Capitol Hill. Picketers complain of contractors cutting salaries and desperate workers willing to earn less, which lowers their pay standard.
You see food going up, you see gas going up, and all you're seeing is the wages climbing down. So how are we going to live in an economy that the wages go down, but everything keeps going up?
The nation's average earnings per hour dropped by a dime today. That's the equivalent of 250,000 jobs lost. Economy experts say the alarming government report revealed.
In this economic downturn, it is more important than ever to utilize all of our resources and investigate new possibilities. The Area Standards Campaign plays an important part in securing work for union members. It is a delicate balance between political influence and public awareness campaigns that give signatory contractors a fair chance to procure more work for union members.
We're trying to protect the wages of our members here.
Constant media exposure shines light on union issues. Mass actions such as handbills and banners force contractors and developers to rethink their choices and reasons for choosing non-area standard contractors.
Stubborn unemployment rate above 12% in Grays Harbor County is one of the worst in the state. But the $5 to $6 billion 520 bridge replacement project brings a little glimmer of hope. The backbone of the bridge, the massive floating concrete pontoons, more than 30 of them, will be built here in Aberdeen.
Political involvement plays a crucial role in securing major projects like the 520 floating bridge and the Seattle Tunnel project. Research, documentation, and follow-through will expose cheaters. We will also work with private attorneys that pursue cases on behalf of workers.
He's been cheating the people in the state of Oregon.
Stephen Nagy kept his head low in a Washington County courtroom. Prosecutors from the Department of Justice say Nagy has been under a microscope for well over a year, accused of not properly paying his employees.
Equal work, equal pay.
They're a company that pays way below the area standard wages.
The Fox 12 investigators have been digging into this case, and nearly a year ago, we sat down with Stephen Nagy in his office.
We are a very highly reputable company.
He then claimed his group of 50 employees were all paid fairly.
The unions picketing our jobs, saying that we're not treating our employees fair.
And said when it came to prevailing wage jobs, workers were paid what the law requires.
We are paying above the state average wage for carpenters.
But new court documents say that may not be true, because when investigators went to look at records, they say they found approximately 20 time cards that had been tampered with. Prosecutors say Nagy was involved in money laundering. After Nagy's court appearance, the only person appearing on his behalf declined to comment.
We just want to ask you a couple questions about this stuff.
We can't talk about the case.
Back at his business, the S&S trucks are gone. The company is closed. Many of the computers and documents have been seized by investigators as they still piece together what all happened.
It's good to see state and federal officials collaborating and coming together to bring this individual to the courts.
Tonight, Nagy's bail is set at $280,000. He does remain in jail tonight. More charges could be filed in this case.
In reality, an average worker has to deal with the same issues whether he or she belongs to a union or not. As a labor organization that fights for workers' rights, we also have to be involved in the community and work towards issues that affect workers throughout the country. In order to make an impact on the decline of workers' rights, we must stick together on the Area Standards Campaign.